Okay, Yang-Lu transform, lesson 3. We're going to put the hands in with the footwork that we just did in lesson 2. So, we came around to here with the in-breath, like that. Left wrist is in your center line, it's yin. Right wrist is facing out to the left-hand corner, and it's yang. So, as we do the footwork that we just learned in lesson 1, we're going to do this. That's the next move. The right hand doesn't move at all, or rather the right arm doesn't move at all. The hand does change to a yang state, but the arm structure doesn't change. It's there like that. It's going to lower because the body's lowering, and it's going to move because the body's moving. See, it's still in my center, and it's still at chest height, so the arm itself hasn't moved at all. Just the wrist will change to the yang state, like that. The left hand, which is out here, we must again maintain a circular movement. So don't bring it to here and then do this. See, that's gone, there's a nice circle, and that's done a diving motion. What we want it to do is circle, circle, bang. So it's just, you literally, from the second posture, there's the upward movement, you just continue the circle. Just basically bring it back to its start point. The only difference is at the start point, it just rolls over a little bit, but effectively it just does one big circle. So, from here, remember, keep your eyes on the front, but your nose turns with your shoulders. So the left wrist drops down like this. As you start to turn your body, roll the arm over and change it to a yin state, whilst the right hand changes to a yang state, like that. The left hand continues over until it's underneath the right hand. So basically by this point, you're going to have both wrists now in your center. So the right wrist is already in the center, the left wrist comes under it, like that. That's what the arms do, one under the other. So don't have this or this or this, one under the other like that, directly in the center. But you turn your body as you do that, so we get this happening. The thumb of your left palm should be facing your own center. So don't have your hand facing this way, roll it over. That's indicating a bump with the back of the forearm. That's the defensive action you're doing in the martial application. So that's what we're doing, we're blocking something. So keep that wrist in the center, roll it over. You never use bones to block, they break. This doesn't break. So roll it so you bump with the forearm and not the bone on either side. Yin and yang. Again, keep the structure. Same as what I was talking about before. Don't go like this. This is sloppy now. The whole form, the first two postures not many people will tend to make this mistake. The second posture, people tend to close off the quad. This is the area underneath your armpits. If you keep your quad open, then you should maintain your good structure through the form. So every posture in the form, you should always be able to take one fist, holding that structure, and fit it underneath your arm. If I do the opposite, one fist under here. So if I've done that, I can't get my fist under there now. So you must open that out. For both physical structure, of strength of body, for defensive actions and striking, for the martial side of things, and also for opening up the energy channels in your body for the healing side of things. So that's what we're going to do there. Out breath. Okay, now, because this is basic form, we're not going to do anything with the arms whilst we're concentrating on the steps. Now, that's technically incorrect. Obviously, the whole body should be constantly in flow and movement once you get to that level. But if you try to jump straight into that level straight away, everything will go to pot and you won't get any of it. So, as I said in the beginning of the form, we must maintain always this flow of yin and yang and various principles. Now, that's obviously correct, but once we come to here, we're not going to, for instance, do anything like this with the hands as we step, because it's too complicated when you're first learning. I'm going to put out a second volume, obviously, to show you what the hands are doing once you've learnt the basics. So, once you get to here, you literally just hold structure. From this point, nothing happens apart from your left leg. That's the only thing that does anything. So, you literally do exactly what you did in lesson 2. The only difference is you've got to hold your hands here as you do it. So you hold your hands in structure, sink the weight forward again, take your step, place the heel. Now the hands will do something as you come forward. So we've concentrated on the step, getting it right, rather than thinking, oh, the hands are doing this, and oh, see, now I've done the step wrong. So maintain the hand structure, place the heel. Okay, what we're going to do now is, same as before, turn the hips to the front and bring the weight forward. As you do that, your left wrist is still in your center line, so all it's going to do is lift up and turn so that the palm is facing your chest like this. But as you do that, of course, you're going to turn to the front, so we get this kind of action. But see how the hand is still in the center? Wrist is still in the center, not like this, like that. The wrist is in the center. Most people will do this. You've probably already made this mistake. Now I've lost the center. There's no power in this arm anymore. The hand only raises up. It's the body that creates the left movement. People see this flowing movement to the side, and what most people tend to do when you're a beginner, you want to do everything with your hands instead of letting the body do the work for you. So if you let the body do your work for you, it's a very simple move. But if you're thinking about your hand too much, you'll do that. Or you'll bring the hand to the front, but just like that. See, I haven't turned my body at all now. So keep the wrist in your center and turn your body. It should be like you're hugging someone, holding a big ball on your chest kind of thing, like this. And the hand's still yin, like that. Fingers are pointing to your opposite shoulder. Elbows still dropped, just like before. Never raise the elbows. Sink everything down. The right hand's very simple. It's up like this. As you come forward, it literally just pushes straight down. So we get this happening. This is yang, this is yin. So that's all you got to do for that posture. The right hand does not pull backwards towards your hip, it pushes downwards. And don't push it too far down, don't go like this with it. Just keep it up here. It's about belt height sort of thing, hip height. The fingers are, see, if I brought my hand up, it'd link with those. So again, it's rounded and circular for the structure. This is not nice. This blocks off the energy. It makes me too yin. I'm going to bring it out like that. So it's a solid structure, but I'm still totally soft in that structure. So see how the hand's slightly rounded. It's not pointing out this way. This has now created a circle. With this posture, if you put both hands in the same position, so if I did that, I'd have a circle. Or there's that position. If I did that, see, I'd have a circle in the middle. So that's what we want to do for the structure of that point. Okay, from the start, in breath, out breath, in breath, out breath. Remember to change the state of hands, yang and yin. Hold structure. In breath as you step, and then out breath as you come forward. Notice how the left fingers actually pass through, it's called the dragon mouth point, just in here. It's colon 4, is the acupressure point that we're activating. There's the palm like that. So the palm that's pushing down, see, it goes like this. So the left fingers are actually going to pass through here. They don't touch at all. That makes your mind go to the point, and that takes away from the energy. What we're going to do is just through there. So you're about an inch away from the actual skin, but that's what's going to happen to the palms as you progress forward and into that pung posture. That's the end of lesson 3. Remember to do these lessons one by one. Don't jump into it too much. If you learn too much too soon, then you'll actually learn slower than if you learn just a little bit. When I learnt this form, I learnt 1 move per day. So at least look at the individual lessons. So you've done lesson 1 was just the first 2 movements, just working on the arms. Lesson 2 was working on the structure of the legs and the stepping in the hip area. Lesson 3 was obviously putting in the hands with those foot movements. Okay, thank you. That's the end of lesson 3.